What's up, guys? Welcome to the Ship Online.
Hey.
We're super hyped to be here with you guys again this week. Thank you for tuning in. So, as you know, every week we're going to start having a fun little trivia, some type of game. So this week we're going to play Never Have I Ever.
Hey.
So as I ask Ashley these questions, comment your answer if you have ever done any of these things. So please let us know. All right, first question. Never have I ever ate food that had fallen on the floor.
Ooh. 5-second rule count? So, yes, I have.
Of course, 5-second rule. Flawless, safe. Never have I ever eaten a raw egg.
No way, never. They
Flawless.
stink.
Never have I ever used someone else's toothbrush.
Oh, no. My own toothbrush, baby. Gotta do it.
Too much. Never have I ever used the bathroom and not washed my hands.
In this Corona time? No, ma'am. No, never.
At the time. Never. Oh, this is nasty. I hope no. I hope that you guys are good. Never have I ever eaten food from the trash can.
Nah. Never been that hungry. I'm sorry.
And if you have, well, I'm a little concerned, but
We'll pray for you.
Yeah, you're right. Never have I ever dropped my phone in the toilet.
Oh, I have.
That's rough.
It was,
That's rough.
yeah. I think it was like middle school. I had my phone in my back pocket. Yeah, it went right
It
in
happens.
there.
It happens. Never have I ever double dipped.
Oh, that's like putting like a fry, eating
Eat
it,
it
and
and
put
then
it back.
in.
I have. I've definitely done that. If it's my sauce, I'm gonna do that.
No harm, no foul. Never have I ever played in the mud.
I don't think so. So I'm gonna go never. Yeah, I don't think I played in the mud before.
I can't say the same for that one. Never have I ever had a cockroach on me.
Oh, that's sad. I hope
See, that's more like not something that you've done. That's just like something terrible that's happened.
that's happened to you. That's kind of that's sad. No, I've never. No, I don't think I have. I don't
That's
know.
good.
That's something I think I would remember. That's traumatic.
Oh,
Dang.
that's very traumatic.
Wow.
All right, we'll go last one. Never have I ever eaten a bug intentionally. Which, what does unintentionally eating a bug look like?
Maybe like, okay, so we used to have picnics in elementary school, and so maybe like an ant or maybe something like a bug
True.
crawling on your food and you're not really seeing it, you eating it. Maybe that happened, but no, I've never intentionally eaten a bug.
Once again, if
That's
you've
gross.
intentionally eaten a bug, we gotta pray for you.
Yeah.
Because that's not.
There's a prayer
all
line
right.
you can call.
Well, guys, thank you for participating. We're so happy that you guys joined in with us. So last week we went over the devotional Set Apart, and we want to know what your favorite parts were. So please comment, let us know what your favorite part was. Ashley, what was your favorite thing that you took away from last week?
Man, my favorite day was day 3 when they were basically calling us to not just say that we're Christians, but actually walk it. I think it's amazing, or one of my true goals is to literally embody what a Christian is, or try to be as close to Christ as possible. And it was very funny, like one of the first sentences was like, you gotta walk it like you talk it. Shout out to the Beagles, friends of the podcast. But yeah, so I just really enjoyed reading that and kind of being encouraged of ways that we could walk and act and talk like Christ did. So
For sure.
yeah, I was encouraged by that by a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. Please let us know y'all's favorite part too.
Yep. So as you guys know, we've been going through devotionals every week. We definitely want to hear from you and what your favorite day was. Like JT said, put it in the comments. IG Live, Facebook, YouTube, all of them. We want to hear from you. And then also when you're going through it, stay intentional, stay active. There's a little spot where you can put what your favorite part was or what you learned from the devotional each day. So be sure that you're typing in what you've got from it and stuff like that. So we have a new devotional that JC is going to tell us about.
All right, so we're going to jump into this new devotional called Kickstart, a Conversation with God. So this is going to be mostly about prayer. So we're going to talk about how to pray, what it looks like to really have a conversation. I love the word conversation.
Yeah.
Because that's really all a prayer is. We think it's got to be this formal thing, but in reality it's just having a conversation with God.
Right.
And so we're going to read this devotional. It's called The Fear of Missing Out, and many of us suffer from it. We don't want to miss the next viral video, meme, or online trend. We're afraid of getting behind on what our friends are all talking about. If we don't constantly interact with what's happening online, we think we could cease to exist. So we constantly move at a nonstop pace for fear of missing out on even one thing. There's a barrage of endless sounds and images that are constantly flashing before our eyes. There has never been a time in the history of the world when people have had more information shoved in their faces each day than right now. Even when we decide to be lazy and do nothing, we still end up binge watching, downloading music, playing computer games, and instant messaging our friends, all at the same time. No wonder God often feels so far away in the midst of our busy, nonstop lives. There is a verse in the book of Psalms that says, "Be still and know that I am God." Do you want to know God? Then be still. This means that we need to stop, wait, and pay attention. We need to drown out the noise around us and stop scrolling for a minute. This verse in Psalms also says that God will be exalted among the nations. The word exalted means lifted above all else. If God is to be lifted up in our life, then we need to turn down our other notifications so that we can start to notice God. What if one of the reasons we find it so difficult to start a conversation with God is that we don't stay still long enough to see how much He is already present in our lives? Wow, that's so true. Yeah. What if by constantly trying not to miss out on things that don't really matter, we are actually missing out on some important things that really do matter? A great way to start a conversation with God today is to press pause and to be still. After all, what is the point of moving so fast if you don't actually know which direction you're supposed to be headed?
That's so good. So after you read the devotional, it'll ask you a question and you'll click next and it'll give you a scripture. So the scripture of the day is Psalms 46:10, which says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be honored by every nation. I will be honored throughout the world." The practical question is, what are some ways that you press pause in your life to be able to connect with God in this way? So, JT, what is God speaking to you through this verse in devotional?
Yeah, and as we're answering, please let us know what y'all think too. How you can apply this to your life. I think for me, this whole idea of like pressing pause, like our phones have so many things that go on them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, you got friends, social media, YouTube,
yeah.
whatever it is, you're always just getting these notifications. So I think for me, one of the ways I can press pause in my life to connect with God is putting my phone down.
Wow,
and I know like we have our Bibles on our phone, but I like to put my phone down and actually read a paper Bible.
Yeah.
Because then I'm not tempted to like, I'll read my Bible and then I get a notification off ESPN or something. Oh, let me go see what's going on here. And then I'm always getting distracted, right? So like putting my phone down, put it on airplane mode for 30 minutes, like the world's not going to explode because you're not connected for 30 minutes. Like it'll be okay. And just really, okay, the next 30 minutes, no phone, whatever it is, I'm just going to spend time with God.
That's good.
And setting aside a time period. Again, you don't have to set aside like 4 hours. Okay, I'm doing nothing, whatever. Like make it reasonable. Start off, whatever it is for you. So set off 20, 30 minutes. Okay, this whole time is going to be for me to connect with God, whether it's reading, writing, praying, all those things. But I think for me, turning technology off sure is a huge way to do that.
That's good. That's good. For me with the scripture, man, be still and know that I am God. So as you guys know, I'm a researcher. So I have to do like some research on what was going on. When you first read this scripture, be still and know that I'm God, you think like, be still, be calm, be okay, be peace, be, something along those lines, very calming. But apparently during this time when the scripture was written, there was a war going on. So the person was not necessarily saying, be calm, but it was like a wake-up call, like, hello, know that this is God. So it was more so like, stop fighting, snap out of it, wake up, stop fearing, and acknowledge who God is and be in awe of that. And know that God is your refuge, know that He is your banner, know that He is your peacemaker, stuff like that. Like, know exactly who God is. So that was one thing that I took from it.
Dang. That's really good. I think we hear words like be still, right? And we think in the physical. Yeah. But like that then means, okay, then we have to have some control over our circumstance. Like you can't control, what's going on right now. Like we have no control with what's going on in the world around us. So we can't always physically be still. So what does that mean? Is learning to find that peace despite what's going on all around us. That's so good. Yeah.
Man, it's good. So like JC said, like we've been saying the entire time, put in your comments, let us know what you guys take away from the devotion and the scripture. So we really thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys being here with us. Make sure you stay connected with us throughout the week. We have so much going on at the end of the month. I think next week we're gonna. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna announce the winners of all the content next week.
So continue participating till then. The more more times you participate, the more you comment, the more you put, answers to questions, the more raffles you get in, and the more chances you have to actually win.
That's right. You have one more week, so participate as much as you can. Don't forget, practical way you can participate right now. Don't log off. There's going to be the what do you do in real life to let us know what you can take away from tonight and apply it to your life this next week. So love you guys. Appreciate you joining in, and we'll see you next week.